This is Tachi here with Clan Pillagers, and we are doing a double war recap. This is Clan Pillagers versus Impact Velocity up first, and then we're going to look at some hits against Team Hard. As a quick overview of the map against Impact Velocity here, 70 to 66 win. They were a good clan. They tried very hard to win. They were not super happy when they lost. We did have a few people from their clan try to jump and join us. They had some good hits. They left a few stars down lower. They had a few up top that were stronger. So here you can see the map. We've got a couple missed stars, but not much. 70 out of 75. Our TH8s have been slamming it lately. Usually they're getting 3s on their first hits, and then scouting up high, try to pop the CC, help out one of the TH9s with their second hit. So the first hit I'm actually looking at is a goho from a TH8, and this is something that when I was a TH8 I never did. I didn't understand the attack well enough, and I honestly didn't have level 4 hogs long enough to appreciate it, but he does it to perfection here. So drops down his golems, got some breakers going in, creates some holes there for both of the golems to move in towards the core. And look at how wide that funnel is. I mean, he puts out almost a 180 degree funnel there. There's no way his P.E.K.K.A. and King are not going to move into the core. And he's really taking his time. He's looking for traps while this is going on. There he goes with his hogs. Notice how they're on the corner of the inside corner of the cannons. That avoids a possible bombs on the other side there, and then it also keeps the hogs a little tighter, and it moves them in through, and then that heal tops everything off as the hogs kind of meet up together. They join back to the party there, and then they converge on the final cannon, and at this point it's just clean up. He did a nice job with this base. He's one of our newer TH8s to join the clan. Good attacker, as you can tell. So nice 3 stars. That was early in the war. Usually our 8s hit right at the beginning. So the next attack we're going to look at is by FU Buddy, and he takes an attack that's kind of frowned upon quite a bit. You know, people really give Go Wee Wee a bad name, and usually it's because bad attackers use it to compensate for not taking the time to learn how to actually do a proper hit. And as you can see, he puts down a nice funnel. He gets his golems to kind of gather there, and he used the earthquake to open up the center. Gets his kill squad in. CC pops. He does a good placement with a rage and a heal. So at this point, even though there's a lot of splash there, he has a ton of whiz in that pocket, and without that heal, this attack would not be a 3. Because of that heal, he loses none of his witches early on and none of his wizards, and now they're all in that core area, and because of the earthquake, he can pre-path where everything kind of goes, and then he leaves himself a small pack of hogs to do a little cleanup on the backside. And that's definitely something that if you're a Go Wee Wee, Go Wiper, think about bringing some backside loons or hogs depending on the base. And he could have brought either, honestly. There is I think the hogs are a little safer, but and as you can see, his hogs move through. He gets the 1 spring trap there, but I mean, that's not the end of the world. And then it's just cleanup, and that's a really good hit. Great example of how you can 3-star with a Go Wee Wee with a little backside hog. So we're going to take a look at one more hit here. This one is by, this is one I helped plan a little bit with Rad, our clan leader, and I had my ideas on what I thought would happen, and I thought it was a safe play, and so did he. He likes the queen walk. Both of us use the queen walk to loot up in champs. I think it's the most efficient army with the new update. And so Rad drops his queen, and it does go the wrong direction. I mean, he had planned it to go south, and it goes north. Luckily, the base is reasonably symmetrical, and honestly, it's not that bad. It just gives him a little quicker access to the queen, just a little less likely to have the bombs there, the DGBs for his hogs when he drops them. Likely there's going to be hogs on the opposite side here. At least that's what I suggested, and that's what Rad thought. But anyway, no big deal. He improvs, and the healers transition nicely, and because they're dead in the center, they are not getting hit by too much of the ADs. Up there, they actually do catch one of the ADs. The hogs have already gone in on the side, and then there goes the rest of them. He paths them through. His kill squad is just wrecking that core, and because of the spacing of the base, everything converges on that bottom together, and yep, there's that double bomb, and he lost some of his hogs, but not all of them. He's got both his heroes, tons of stuff up. It's more of just a time issue here. It's a long hit. The queen walk does take a while, so you have to watch the healing, and he held 2 whiz back. He didn't deploy him because I think he forgot. You know, the new update, the spells, you know, with the variety of troops, a lot of times, and the extra DE spell and the CC, you don't always see what's on your bar, and if you don't pay attention to scroll around, you don't notice that. So here's a hit by Matt, our TH10. He's close to max with his heroes. And he does a queen walk against looks to me like it's a max 10. Walks that queen in, gets the AD, so the queen's got heals on it. Almost drops there, but he's ready. He pops the ability, takes out a bunch more point D, and queen continues working her magic. So right now he has cleared a nice path along that whole wall. So drops the rage, tops off the queen, and then multi-purpose uses that rage to bust those max giants in dead on that core. That positioning is perfect. Jumps into the core, hits the Inferno Tower, and jumps into that area, hits the Inferno Tower, hits the Expos. He's got a nice pocket of whiz there. Because of the queen walk, it really it helps the funnel. You know, this is a traditional path the troops around the core, and then you don't have enough to really blast out what's in the center, and that's why it's hard to pull more than a 2-star. But with the queen walk, he really abuses the design and walks that queen all the way around the base. Extremely impressive hit. This is, you know, he's coming in on that 3-star here. Queen just rampaging through, and you know, you don't see too many 3-stars from TH10 on TH10, especially when the base has not been hit, not scouted. We have no other 10s to help him out, so he's working on that new strat, and he's been using it to loot, and it's paying off big time. I think the Giants are a big improvement over Golems, especially on TH10s. So here's a hit by myself. I get a little funnel there. I have very small troop count to work with because it's a go laloon, and I've got only a couple whiz, so I want to really be sparing. I create that funnel, drop the EQ. The key here is keeping those golems ahead of my heroes. I don't want those Teslas in the core to pop and target my heroes and take them out prematurely. I need the heroes to, they produce the most DPS, and let the golems tank, get them in the core, and because of the design of the base and the placement of the EQ, I'm able to funnel my whole kill squad right into the center. And then here goes the lavas. Both the other side of the ADs are down, and as soon as I see that southern AD start firing because of the position of my lavas, I immediately drop the the last set of lavas, the last lava and the last set of loons down low, and that's the end of that. I've got a few on the top just to help keep the loons from taking the long route, just in case there's any bombs up there. And I actually do have a lava that never pops, but that's okay. This base is toast, and I think this was the nail in the coffin. Rad's hit his 3, and then my 3 really did this clan in, and that was, they kind of gave up. They started to loot a little bit here after those 2 hits. Those were late in the war. So here's a hit by Nero, and this is a base that he actually uses a lot of troops here on the lure. He probably could have just done 1 giant and 1 hog, but just to be sure, he sends extra. Who knows what's in that CC? This was one of the first hits of the war, so you know, if it's archers, he needs a lot of HP to lure it all out. Unfortunately, it's a lava. He has 2 poisons, so there's not much to do with that. He burns one of the poisons, really doesn't do anything. Maybe it was just to kind of slow it up a little bit, soften it, who knows. But this is an unconventional way to take on this base. This base has so much of the storage down low. Timing those golems and the whiz is almost, you know, he took the easy route, I guess, and hogged top, and which is common, but coming in from the side there is a little different. So I've seen this base before, or variations of it, and this is definitely one way to handle it. So he's doing a little cleanup, and this base is all but done. Just the Tesla on the core, and the Queen's, yeah, she's going to loop back around and take care of that. And that's the end of that base. This is a base I do not hit myself because I don't like it, so I let the ones who have experience on it. So good for Nero getting the 3 and helping us win this war. And I think we're going to get one more replay here. Yep, I'm going to do just a quick full speed 4 times replay from Louise, and here is her goho. This, I believe, is her first 3-star from a TH9. She's a newer TH9. She gets her level 5 hogs, and she's putting them to use here. Good heal. The Queen is still working around the edge, and the hogs make it through. There's probably a bomb there. Yep, there it goes, but has just enough to finish cleaning up the space. And this is an annoying layout. I don't like it because of the way your kill squad gets deployed to take out the Queen, and she did a really good job with it, and it was a nice 3 and good help with the cause. And this is Tachi with Clan Pillagers, and we are still recruiting. We've had some really good wars, and we're doing a back-to-back spree, so jump on board if you're an 8 or a 9 and you happen to watch this on the Clash of Clans forums. This is Tachi. Thanks for listening. Bye.